Take a look at this video. Let's see.
I am completely committed to letting people miss out on me. Like, I am completely committed to knowing my worth and my value and not willing to compromise that so that people can get away with whatever they want with me. Because the truth is that, like, I know what I bring to the table. I know the value I have. I know the qualities that I present. And if people are not willing to live in that, be a part of that, then that's their loss. If you're going to treat me like I'm nothing, I'm going to make sure that I'm nothing. I'm going to make sure that I've created my space and moved away. I'm not going to let people rob me of my peace just so I can be in their company. I don't know where we've gotten into this habit of just letting ourselves be sold short so that people can afford a little bit of us. They're cheap. Let them be cheap. You are meant to be so much more. And if people can't afford you, that's their loss. And if people can't appreciate the fact that they had you around for free, listen, people have lost way greater things for way less. That should be one of them.
Knowing your worth is not pride. Refusing to accept less than you deserve is not arrogance. See, sometimes you simply need to understand what you bring to the table before you start begging people to give you a seat. Yes. Now, because some of us have spent too much time trying to convince people of our value. You bring loyalty, they give you disrespect. You bring peace, they give you chaos. You bring ideas, they take the credit. You show up for people when they have nothing. Then when your own season comes, suddenly everybody's busy. And because you don't want to lose them, you start accepting less. Don't. Now, I'm not saying you should walk around thinking you're better than everybody. No. Knowing your worth doesn't mean you believe you're superior. It means you understand your value, your principles, your abilities, your character, the contribution you make to people's lives. In Nigeria, for instance, we sometimes have this mentality of manage it. Manage the relationship. Manage the disrespect. Manage the salary. Manage the toxic relationship. Manage the business deal. Manage everything because at least something is better than nothing. But sometimes, something is exactly what is preventing you from receiving something better. And you can't keep accepting crumbs simply because you're afraid there might be nothing else. Now, even in relationship, this particular thing applies. Don't stay with somebody who constantly makes you feel like you're difficult to love just because you're afraid of being alone. You don't keep lowering your standards simply because somebody told you nobody's perfect. Of course, nobody's perfect, but imperfection is different from disrespect, manipulation, and consistently making you feel worthless. You need to know the difference between these two. You can love somebody deeply and still know when it's time to walk away. Because love should not require you to abandon yourself just to keep another person. This same manage it syndrome also applies in business too. If you're a graphics designer, you're a photographer, you're a writer, developer, social media manager, consultant, trader, artisan, or entrepreneur, stop being afraid to charge what your work is worth. Yes, there are people who will tell you, guy, reduce the price now, and sometimes you should negotiate. But there's a difference between negotiating your price and devaluing yourself because you're desperate for acceptance. If you bring skill, experience, creativity, and results to the table, learn to communicate that value. Don't just say, this is my price. Learn to explain. This is the problem I solve, and this is the value I bring. That's how you start the conversation. You understand? Now, internationally, even the whole world, this isn't just about Nigeria. It happens everywhere. People everywhere struggle with the same thing. We compare ourselves, we seek validation, we will look at somebody else's success and suddenly feel like our own journey isn't enough. But your value is not determined by how loudly other people applaud you. Sometimes you have to believe in what you're building before everybody else sees it. Your current situation is not necessarily your final destination. Being broke today doesn't mean you're worthless. Being unemployed doesn't mean you're useless. Being single doesn't mean you're undesirable. Having a small business doesn't mean your dream is insignificant. Starting late doesn't mean you're failed. Your circumstances can change. Your value doesn't disappear because you're currently struggling. Do you understand that? But let me also say this. Knowing your worth doesn't mean expecting everybody to recognize it. Some people will never see your value, and that's okay. A diamond doesn't become less valuable because somebody doesn't know how to identify one. Your job isn't to convince everybody that you're valuable. Your job is to keep developing yourself, and until your value becomes undeniable, work on your character. You develop your skill. You build your confidence. You improve your finances. You take care of your body. You learn. You grow. You become better. Because self-worth without self-development can easily become entitlement. You know your worth, but also increase your value. So, The next time somebody makes you feel like you're not enough, you just have to ask yourself, am I lacking value? Or am I simply standing in front of someone who doesn't appreciate what I bring? See, there's a difference between these two things. Don't allow rejection to rewrite your identity. Don't allow your failed relationship to convince you that you are unlovable. Don't allow failed businesses to convince you that you are incapable. Don't allow somebody else's opinion to become the definition of who you are. Know what you bring to the table. And if somebody doesn't appreciate it, you don't always have to fight for the seat. Sometimes you simply need to find another table. Please kindly follow us on YouTube, subscribe, like, and share our post. See you in my next video. I am Triple C.